Fantastic Four trailer day, guys. So it starts off in a 3:4 aspect ratio, and then it goes to a 16:9. Again, really leaning in on that old school 60s vibe, but even like looks like a grainy film camera. We see in the end a big New York battle, and Galactus is showing up. Such a classic Marvel move where it seems like New York is saved by the first family. Speaking about looking fantastic, we have the Thing, Ben Grimm. He has a heavy eye ridge up here like he does in the older comics, not like the newer one. I was worried if they were going to do like kind of the 90s version. No, it's very old school, including of course his clothes, which he wears a full shirt. It's not like exposed shirt. He probably does during a battle, but when we see him in the kitchen, by the way, Ebon from The Bear, who plays the Thing, is cooking in the kitchen with Herbie. We have Herbie. I know a lot of people are wondering if we're going to get Herbie, and right off the bat we do, and even Ben's complimenting him. Sue Storm, we have a look at Johnny Storm's abilities, but we do not have a look at Mr. Fantastic, at Reed Richards' abilities to stretch. I think that was a big question, is how's that stretching going to look on camera? We don't know. One of the big stories we're going to be having during this is looks like Human Torch is going to be experimenting with his abilities. We see that at one point he flies into space and then he just like cuts off the oxygen and falls back to Earth, presumably catching himself. Another one, of course, as you'd expect, is Ben Grimm, accepting his new look. He's looking at a reflection of himself and an advertisement of how he was before they went into space. We know that they're going back into space too, because they reference the fact that, oh, well, this time he can go invisible. That's what Reed says to Sue. Overall, so excited for this. They made sure to launch this thing with like the Saturn V rocket behind them during this little like press conference thing they're doing for GMA, and that just sets the tone. Like 1960s, the future is possible. It's super hopeful. This is what we want out of the future out of MCU. This is what we want out of movies right now. It definitely feels like they kept mentioning like, oh, this is a new era, this is a new phase for Marvel. It feels like it a lot right now, and I think Phase 4 was great and stuff like that, but this is probably what all the haters wanted, and I think this is what all the MCU fans wanted. Immediate reactions, guys, so I'm gonna go through this a little bit more, discuss it more on the next podcast, of course, yada yada yada. But guys, it was fantastic. I really like Ben Grimm. I was worried about him, but he turned out good. So let's just see what that Mr. Fantastic stretch looks like. Let me know what you guys thought about the trailer. Drop that in the comments, and you guys have an excellent week.